Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk a little bit today about the Tyre Nichols case. And there are a few questions that remain. And I feel as though us as the public, after witnessing, what happened to him and seeing all the videos that are out, hearing all the audio and things like that, it's a lot of things that need to be explained. And I hope they do come to light, even if these 5 idiots take deals or not, if deals are even offered. And the first question is this: what was the purpose of those photos that Demetrius Haley had took? Because a lot of people ask me questions in the comment section about what happened with those photos. Supposedly, he took 4 photos, I think it was. It's in one of my videos, but it's in my archive. He took 4 videos of Tyre Nichols. You see him on the body cam taking the pictures of Tyre Nichols when he was on the ground, laying there motionless. Supposedly, he sent these to 6 or 7 people. 4 people were in law enforcement, and the 2 other people were not. And one of the photos, supposedly, one of the people that received the photos was a woman. Now, my thing is this, and I want to get on, I figured I'd tackle this one first. It's already been proven that this is not no love triangle crime or a crime of passion. There is no other woman involved. They did not know Tyre Nichols, and that's what makes this case very, very just surprising to me and how they treated him. He was just a regular citizen that they came across. But my thing is this: the 4 people in law enforcement that were sent those pictures, it doesn't say who they were, why they were sent, and what was the basis of doing that? Is this something they always do or have done before? In my mind, I think it is, because we have record upon record of the Scorpion unit going around doing justices to people in these neighborhoods that are run down, or people that they perceive as breaking the law. My thing is this: the people that were sent these pictures in law enforcement, were they friends of his, or were they, it could have been anything. Were they taking these pictures because of how bad shape he was in, and they were trying to protect themselves? Were they taking the pictures and sending them to people out in the street, especially the female, which I think, honestly, in my opinion, was his girlfriend, of what they do at night out there? Because the reason why I say that, they were very unprofessional with him. We know that. They called him nigger multiple times. You know what I mean? They never said sir. I've seen police address a person as sir, even when they're roughing him up. They showed this man no respect. And I think basically because he looked just like them. And that's how a lot of us refer to each other. And they're used to doing that because they feel as though, because they're cops, they're not normal police officer. Everybody black they fight on is niggers. See, there's a big difference between niggas and normal people. You understand what I'm saying? And they look at everybody that's black that don't listen to them, or they come across that they feel they got to put hands on, is the nigger type. And that's honestly what I believe. I don't think they should let them get away with this. This is one of the questions that need to be answered, whether it embarrasses them or not. That was shameful. They took pictures of him. And we in a social media age where people take pictures of stuff that they're proud of, or something that they catch online that makes a good talking point. Who got those pictures? They need to investigate that. Why is his phone not confiscated? Even if you delete your pictures, they can still get them in investigation. I wonder if he was even forced to surrender his phone. Think about that, because that shit, taking the pictures, blow the whole case up and take it in a whole nother direction, because it had an agenda with it. You want to explain to the court why you took pictures of this man? And then, like I said, with the stuff that they said in the recent video I did, the district attorney's office, and us knowing that he had to get CPR as he was, before he got to the hospital, when he was placed on life support. How many times was this man going into any type of what was he needing CPR? Because remember when he was on the ground and they was administer aid to him 20 something minutes later, as he lay there and the EMTs was there, which did nothing, right? I'll get to that too. I think honestly he went into some type of cardiac arrest or something happened to him prior to him getting there. For all we know, guys, and I'm not being funny, no disrespect to the family, Tyre Nichols looked like he was dead on the ground when he was sitting there, laying there, and his hand was like that. You know what I mean? And they might have been taking pictures of a dead man. And it's sad to say, and it's sad that this happened to him, but that's true. Normal police work and all this other stuff, you confiscate anything that's taken as evidence. I wonder if they took his phone. If the prosecution asked for his phone, we need his phone records, we need all this stuff, because that's what police do. You see it on the first 48 all the time. That's just the first question. What's up with the pictures? Who was that woman he sent the stuff to? I think the other one was one of his boys. Either way, they would have to be called in for questioning, whether you're on the force or not. That's the first thing. Second thing is this, now I want you to hear me. Field Lieutenant Dwayne Smith. Now, we talked to him multiple times. He the lieutenant that once Tyre Nichols died and it was all a big fuss about it, he ran his ass right into retirement. He needed to be over there with the rest of them, like I said. He didn't offer aid, didn't answer questions, got on the scene, just stared at the man, then lied to his folks. My thing is this. Is this part of what he does with his history with the Scorpion team? Because it's not his first time working with them gentlemen, because them gentlemen came with him and talked like he wasn't even a supervisor, like he was one of them. See, to me, honestly, just reading people and what I see, Dwayne Smith looked like he a passive dude. He old, he don't want to deal with nothing. Because if you go back and you look at the last part of the video when they was explaining everything to him, he never said anything. He just looked. Then he was sitting up there talking with that slow country drawl. Man, you look like you did it. He don't want to be bothered. He want to do his years, do his time, and go home. I think, honestly, Dwayne Smith knows been covering up for them for a while. Because he took their word for everything and never asked a damn question. Hey, man, he didn't fall on his face, and his face don't look like that. Somebody punched on him. Who hit him? Did he look like that when y'all pulled him over? Never asked questions. So that right there lets me know he's just as guilty as them motherfuckers right here. He is. I mean, just the history. And everybody say he was a good cop. I doubt that too. Because a good cop might mean you're a pushover. You don't argue. You don't fire people. You turn your head. You keep the blue code of silence and stuff. What the fuck is a good cop on that level? Not saying they aren't all police officers are bad. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying in this case, something's wrong. And he would have to be brought in to take the stand. He would have to be questioned. He would have to. Either the defense would use him as a character witness for these assholes, or he would have to come in and speak on behalf of why he didn't help Tyre Nichols. Either way, he looks stupid as hell. And I don't give a fuck if he was on the force for 55 fucking years. That was poor policing. And you know better, because for you to become a lieutenant and graduate like that, you have to have exceptional policing and really know the rules and regulations, which you show none when you fucking let that boy sit out there and die like that. I don't mean to get upset, but this shit is just stupid. Number 3, this is the third question. The prosecutor's role in really getting family justice, or do they want to close this case up? Hear me out. They needed an extension all of a sudden because they wanted to get more evidence. Think about this. Or it was so much overwhelming evidence, right? Then all of a sudden, boom, DA's office comes with the prosecutor behind him. I want you to look at that video where they talked about Hempfield helping them and all this stuff. Look at the prosecutor in the back. The whole time he like this. Don't seem like he was happy with it. You know what I think, honestly, man? I think, and this is just me talking, the family was they're just beat down from this. And they should be. It's nothing wrong with that. And like I said, I feel my heart goes out. They just want this thing over with. I think the prosecution, with them knowing how the family just wants some type of justice. They already know they're going to go to jail. So they're just trying to wrap this up. And a lot of things they can bring out, they're not. Only to just get these guys in jail. Somebody left, man. I'm sorry. I don't have a person just hit me. Somebody had said something like, really, is this real justice for the family? Because a lot of us know the family want closure. But the thing is, the role, like I said, the role in the family's justice, I'm sure that they want to see these guys go to jail. Now, the degree of them going to jail, that's up to the prosecution. Because this is one thing I want to say this, guys. I want to say this real fast. This one thing. It's hard to get justice or give justice to people that weren't there and give justice for somebody who's victimized, who's not even on the planet to see it. It's very hard. So, in a way, it's a little different. If Tyre Nichols had survived, say he was beat up, went in a coma, survived this, they would have been in more trouble than I think with him dying, because just the way the family, I think the way the family is they just want closure. Because Tyre Nichols would have been alive to tell exactly what happened. What, you understand what I'm saying? And I mean, I might have said that wrong, but I just really want you to hear what I'm saying. That's one thing. Along the line of the prosecutor's role, right? Will they offer these guys deals? Because, the prosecutor has a right to not offer them no deal and just let them go to trial. Because somebody said in my comments, like, hey, man, they already said they're going to trial, so they don't get no deals. They still, as the prosecution comes and offers deals. Now, they have they're the right. The prosecution don't have to offer nothing. But I mean, with a request of the family wanting to get justice, they might offer them deals. And just to wrap this thing up, the city, it's a bad look for the city. So a lot of things that should be brought up might not ever be answered. And I think that's messed up, because we as people, and citizens have never seen anything crazy like this before. Another thing is this, and this is the big thing. I wonder if CJ Davis, the chief of police out there in Memphis, really feels guilt in her heart for what happened. And if so, what is she doing after she learned from this? Will she learn from this? What is she doing besides policy? Are they really, really trying to implement community policing, building a better reputation with the citizens of the city of Memphis, and try to move on from this tragedy that has happened? Everywhere she went, there's been problems. Do you think she's really going to learn her lesson from this? Do you think she even shedded a tear knowing that she created the Scorpion Unit shit and has an ounce of guilt that somebody innocently died again from her? Think about that. Think about that. A lot of people got mad because I kept coming at her. Oh, you attacking her. You attacking. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Scorpion Unit was her baby. She birthed it. And her bringing Scorpion Unit to life caused death with somebody else that didn't deserve it. And these are some of the questions that need to be answered. And I'm sure I missed some. Guys, leave me some questions that you think would have made this list. Because all of us think differently, but we all are coming to the same agreement that justice needs to be served. I just hope it's done the right way at the behest of the family. Because honestly, me knowing a little bit about law and being incarcerated and looking at past stuff, I don't see these guys doing, and it's just me. Hear me. with the way this is going and the way they're setting it up, I don't see these guys doing no more than 20 years each or less. 20 or less. I don't see them doing over 20 years, any of them. Just the way they twist the laws, the goofy stuff, the situation with Shane Fuller Robinson, like I said before, you know, the way they orchestrate these laws and all these loopholes and bullshit. Watch. And it's messed up. It's messed up. But we'll have to see. I'm going to keep talking about it. A lot of people don't like it. This boy's story needs to be told. Because this is messed up and it still bothers me to this day. Because this could have been me. It could have been you. It could have been you. All you had to do is drive down the street and see an unmarked car trailing behind you. And then you don't stop because you're in a dark area of Memphis. And you know it's a rise in carjackings and people impersonating other people and silly stuff. You from there. I mean, you live there, so you know a little bit about what to and not to do when a strange car pull up behind you. Could have been any of us. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. You got a question I missed? Put it in the comments section. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care.